Good morning. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and me and Mike are on our way to an Aldi in Montgomery to work on some cash registers. And it's a good morning. I didn't have a chance to, unfortunately, really do any of my morning meditations or anything, but I think I'll kind of do some of that maybe on the way or on the way back when we get done working up there. Hopefully that work won't take too long. And we've got to head back to LaGrange today. But I did have a chance yesterday to talk to an old friend. He was basically the manager, the boss, director of the Foundry Farm in Coleman, Alabama. Him and his wife are doing really well. They're doing more health and wellness now instead of the ministry that they were working on. So it's an interesting transition or change for them. But I did find out a couple of the people that I was there with are now passed away. So if if you get the chance, pray for the families of Austin Short and Anthony Sturgeon. I think it's been a few months now since they've overdosed and died, but yeah, this thing is real, guys. So just be praying for their families, and I'll check back in later on this morning. Hey guys, so we just finished at Walmart distribution in LaGrange, headed back. It was a very long and physically demanding day. We are definitely tired, dirty, hungry, stinky. He said stinky. In need of some R&R, but all in all, it was a good day. Put in by the time we get back, it'll be probably like 12 hours or so that's good. And then the boss seemed to be fairly pleased, so we'll probably head back tomorrow and try to finish what we were doing, running this half a mile cable at this Walmart distribution center. So but met some pretty nice guys there, employees, and I got to talk to my sponsor earlier. I probably sounded intoxicated because of how exhausted I was. I literally couldn't think of words, just like simple words to say. I can't even think of it right now. But anyway, so yeah, we're headed back, and I'll probably check back in later. So we finally made it home and got our showers. We stopped by Arby's to get something to eat on the way home. And now I'm just trying to relax a little bit before trying to stay awake long enough to do our Fifth Dimension online AA meeting. There's a Celebrate Recovery at a church down the road, but we would have to walk there, and it's just I'm dead tired. So I'm just doing a little bit of work on my scheduling application, which I'm going to get into, working on a little bug right now, so I might do some screen sharing and share that here in a little bit, but until then. Okay, in this video, I am going to test some functionality out and make sure that there aren't any issues, but I think I did come across one. So right now I'm creating or scheduling a new event, which is my therapy session for Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So far so good. Just filling out the form per usual. And then I want to set it to repeat every week on Wednesdays. So that's probably something I need to change. Save. But there's an issue. Why did it put it on Saturday? I'm not sure. Weird. And there it is, Saturday. So uncheck that. We'll save all the events. And I had a breakpoint set, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. Wednesday. Oh, what? Now we're showing two events side by side. That doesn't make any sense. Let's go look in the database where everything is stored. Yep, I got two new events. Counseling. Let's see. We're showing just Wednesday on that one. And then a duplicate over here. Huh. Why is... So it created two. Delete one of them. Yeah, I'm going to delete one of them. Okay. Still there. You know what? I bet I deleted the wrong one. But let me go look at the code real quick. This is where all the stuff happens, where it talks to the API to actually create, update, and delete events. So there's where we add our events. And that's not really helpful. We got to see what calls that function, which is going to be probably in the form where you actually fill it out. So yeah, add event clicked. So when you click the save button or the add event, that's probably where we want to look. And that's actually not helpful either. So let me go back to the database and start over. Let me just delete this. And let me see if I can delete it from there. Okay, see if that, nope. Because that ID no longer exists in the database because I manually deleted it. So I need to go back to the database. And yeah, start from scratch. Let me just verify. Yeah, not found. Yep, need to delete that one. I was looking for EID2 and that's the one I deleted. I only had EID3, so now refresh. All right, start from scratch. So let's add a new event. Counseling, therapy, make it for Wednesday. And 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Repeat. Weekly on Wednesday. Only Wednesday. Schedule. Okay, so there's definitely a bug there. For some reason, it's also adding Saturday. It may have something to do with the fact that I changed the date above, but I'm not sure why that would affect it. So yeah, it saved both days in the database, and it didn't create a duplicate entry this time, but it did save the wrong days, which means there's a problem in the form itself. It's sending both of those days back to the add event function in the event calendar service. So yeah, let's change songs here. All right. So let me look at the form. It might be in the repeat days array. I actually haven't looked at this code in a few months, so it's going to take some time to get reacquainted with it. What I'll probably have to end up doing, which I really don't feel like doing tonight, is I'll have to step through the code and figure out why it's adding another day. And I have a funny feeling it has something to do with changing the date from today. I'm not sure why, but that shouldn't matter. Especially if the code is done well, it really shouldn't matter. But yeah, so there's a bug there. And I also have a sneaky suspicion it has something to do with the duplicate entry in the database. So we will probably save that for another day, I think. Yeah, I'll come back to this later because I am pretty tired. All right. All right, what's up, guys? Found that little bug in my code, but don't have the energy tonight to fix it. But at least I know it's there, and I'm pretty sure I know in the code like where to go to solve it. But Justin has some good news. He made some progress today. You want to tell him?
One of my first goals was to get my license again because I lost it. I got that. And I have a job interview tomorrow, so hopefully that goes through. And my second goal is get a job. So
Yeah,
making steps towards that.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you able to see your pets today?
Oh yeah, and I got to see all my animals today.
Dude.
Even though it made me sad to leave them, but I got to see them.
That's awesome. You've been missing them, I know.
Yeah.
So we were just kind of winding down a little bit, at least I was, and we started talking Bible. And one of my friends shared Jeremiah 29:13. Ye shall seek me, if ye shall seek me, ye shall find me, as long as you seek me with all your heart, or something like that. So that's definitely been my experience. If you search for God or whatever your higher power is, you'll find him. And then he was sharing this daily reflection book he has with me, and it's called Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence. You want to read it?
You can read.
Okay, it just really hit me because today was tough, and I was in each moment where I was just exhausted. I kept going back to leaning on the Lord for His strength, and then he read this was for today, August 18th. Expect to encounter adversity in your life. Remember that you live in a deeply fallen world. Stop trying to find a way that circumvents difficulties. The main problem with an easy life is that it masks your need for me. When you became a Christian, I infused my very life into you, empowering you to live on a supernatural plane by depending on me. Anticipate coming face to face with impossibilities, situations totally beyond your ability to handle. This awareness of your inadequacy is not something you should try to evade. It is precisely where I want you. The best place to encounter me in my glory and power. When you see armies of problems marching towards you, cry out to me. Allow me to fight for you. Watch me working on your behalf as you rest in the shadow of my almighty presence. And then it lists a few scriptures from one from Job, one from Revelation, and then one from Psalms. But I just thought that was really appropriate for today, for me at least, and I'm definitely gonna remember that one. So I appreciate you sharing that, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. But
that's like every day of the life of recovery. Actually, I mean,
it really is
just facing
challenges and difficulties. Yeah. But I think really those kind of fade off. At least they should. Over time, I think it gets a lot easier because once you get your vehicle, once you have a stable job, once you're not fighting your thoughts with addiction, I think it gets easier. Yeah. I think it does. So I think That's one of the things in this video series I really want to show is that progression of it getting a
God
right.
starts making things fall in place.
Yes, yes,
It's not
yes,
so rough.
yes. So, anyway, that is going to conclude my video for day 6 out of the psych ward.
Dang, it's already 6.
Yeah.
Golly.
Day 6 out of the psych ward. All right. Psych ward graduates, bro.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good night.